Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Tim, alongside PGA of America member, Mr. Johnny Kansas City Barbecue Gerber. What's up, Johnny?
Don't say that. No. And listen, let's not start the show off this way. Come on. KC Barbecue. And all my friends, all my Kansas City friends, listen. Y'all know how I feel. I like all my Kansas City friends, and I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers this early in the show. We'll have plenty of Kansas City barbecue is nothing compared to Texas barbecue. Trust me.
That's what it is.
It's I will say they can do some ribs. I'll give them the ribs. But they don't know how to do brisket. It's trash. It's straight running trash. It is. So I'm sorry, all you. Chime in, Kansas. If you chime in this early, we are live at 5. Kansas, chime in. Texas barbecue, KC barbecue. Let's see what y'all think, because there's one place here that I think it's pretty good, but it's still not comparable to a Hutchins or, that Perry Avenue Barbecue Company was pretty damn good, son.
I never tasted it one time. I was never offered any.
Well, you got to be special to get down there. You got to be special to get down there.
I'm not getting down there where you guys were. I'm afraid for my life when I go down there. Fair Park,
it wasn't
Texas.
it wasn't that bad. It was not that
bad.
But no, let's not jump off to a unwinning day as we get into the Valspar. But yeah, Kansas City barbecue. I'm sorry, all my Kansas City people. And listen, I've tried it all. I'm not like you. I just don't make up shit and never tried it or never done it. Like, never been out of the country, but it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah,
no,
because I don't need to leave the country. Why would anyone leave the country?
I don't
understand.
You dog cuss this country all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I just say it ain't as great as a lot of people. It ain't as great as a lot of people say it is.
Well, all right. It's pluses and minuses, but
yeah, just like there is everywhere.
How are you, son? After a nice little winning week, how you doing this week, son?
Well, I'm not winning anything because I didn't place bets last week because I forgot.
That's just what
I've already placed them for this week, though.
What's the motto? If you ain't following, you ain't winning. If you keep forgetting, you still ain't winning. That's what it is.
The motto is: if you're not following, you're not winning.
Right.
I'm following. The problem is the placing of the bets. If I'm not placing my bets, I'm not winning. And that's the issue. I've already done it for this week. All right. I've already done it. I have locked in for your bets this week. And those of you out there that have not seen the bets yet, we will get to them later for you. The Johnny's winning picks later in the show, like we always do. But they're out there right now. Go to fanstreamsports.com and click on the article, the preview article for the Valspar that I wrote earlier today. The picks are in there. Or Johnny probably posted the picture of the graphic, so we don't even have to send anybody to the website. I don't even know why we have a website. We're just going to throw the graphic up there.
Hey, no, slow down before you get beat up before this whole
for it.
Episode. I have not posted the banner of the picks. I have not because I'm tired of you trying to dog cuss me. Doing this shit.
Send people to the website. We're trying to drive traffic.
You don't think I know that?
Dang charlatans.
But
charlatans everywhere. I still have this on here.
But you don't post anything on Instagram, so I got to put on Instagram the banner. You don't use Insta.
Look, if people are on Insta, people can find it everywhere else. If you look, for those of you out there, if you are only on Instagram, screw you. I don't want to talk to you anyway. I don't want you making picks and looking at my stuff, because people who use Instagram exclusively are moron dogs. I'm just telling you right now. Instagram is trash.
We're not at the point to exclude people, so let's take that back.
Not yet.
Yeah, you can't exclude people. What are you doing?
Do whatever we want, man.
You're not swimming at the 10-foot deep range where only few people can go. We're still at the 3 foot. So everybody can join the 3 foot kiddie pool, son.
We're in the blow up kiddie pool still is where we are.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
We are going to get into the Valspar.
Wow.
I'm still on Players Week, man, because we've been talking about it since it ended.
Good week.
We were supposed to be there live this week, but we're not going to make it. We do have our correspondent, JB Peterson. We will be broadcasting the JP Peterson Show live from the Valspar tomorrow, 10 to noon Eastern, on the JP Peterson Show. As he will be on course, and we're going to have Veronde Barber, the Valspar Championship chairman. I think we're going to try to have Tracy West. Obviously, I tried to get both of them or one of them on the show today, but as you can imagine, at 6 o'clock Eastern, the night before their tournament starts, they're both a little tied up.
A little busy.
So I could not land them. And then I tried to get John Daly to come on, and he didn't return my call. So I give up. I give up. I didn't want to bother Max Home. I didn't even try Max. I probably should have tried. He probably would have come on.
He's going to play good this week. I don't have him on my card, but he's going to play good this week.
He might be on the wheel because he's on the wheel. Of course,
he's on the wheel every week. It doesn't matter. He's the staple on the wheel.
If he is playing, he is going to be on the wheel. Sort of like John Daly. If he's playing, he's going to be on the wheel. Not his kid, John Daly too, who apparently isn't having the greatest start to his collegiate career.
Why?
From what I hear.
What are you talking about?
Well, I heard he's not playing very well.
He just won
at Arkansas.
He just won another tournament and finished 20th on a PGA Tour event. How good do you want to
see? That's trash.
In a PGA Tour event.
Whatever, 20th. I could do that. Wow. How about that Charlie Woods out at FSU, though, finishing last in his first collegiate event?
He's not even in college yet. He can't play. He's not
last
in college
place.
Yet.
Well, I guess it was whatever event he played in, he finished last. And I think it was a 50 and over event, and he had to tee off from the ladies, and he still finished last.
Here you go. You did take some medicine before you started this show, or if you haven't yet, you probably should, because you're talking out of your other side of that mouth that looks the same, called that butthole.
Trash. This is all
trash. That's exactly what you're talking right now. Straight running trash.
Why we even bother? Let's get into something that has some importance, if in fact there is anything.
Oh, there's importance.
As the great Bobby Knight once told me in a press conference when he didn't like the question that I asked.
You're trash?
He said, let's move on to something that has some importance, if in fact there is anything. And then I repeated my question. And he said, maybe you didn't hear what I said. Let's move on to something that has some importance, if in fact there is anything. And I was not allowed to ask another question to Bobby Knight ever.
Fair.
He didn't throw a chair at me, though, which I was impressed with. I was kind of waiting for it.
Speaking of allergies.
Uh-oh. Man, you're not even in Texas. You got those KC, Missouri allergies up there. Are those the Missouri allergies? I mean, the Kansas allergies that are coming over into Missouri?
I think I still got the woogie boogies from South Florida is what I got. It takes a long time to get rid of those things.
Oh, the woogie boogies.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, the Players Championship is now in the rearview mirror. The tournament that soon will take over as the fourth major, when everyone realizes what I've realized for decades now, that the British Open is crap. It's unnecessary. We don't need it.
Still watch it.
I still watch it, but we don't need it. Especially because it's over there. Why can't we have one over here? Let's just have it over here. It is in the rearview mirror, and all eyes are still on Florida. Your favorite swing of the year is all of Florida. I don't know why.
I like
Florida's
Florida.
Trash. Whatever.
I like Florida.
Now, the Copperhead in Innisbrook is not trash because it is in Tampa, close to Tampa. And Tampa is not, as we know, part of Florida.
Okay.
So that's why it's acceptable. Copperhead's great. Innisbrook is great. It is the 2026 Valspar Championship. Look, it's not a signature event, obviously, but man, the field this week is quite impressive. And when you say, I forget, what is it? 3 of the top 50 players is all technically that we have. But when you look at the players outside of the top 50, it's the number of the top names, oddly enough. So you still got a lot of the big names, even though you're not able to boast however many in the top 50 in the world. But
right.
Xander Schauffele, major champion, Xander Schauffele, Matty Fitzpatrick are here. Cam Young is here. Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka is making his triumphant return to the, not so triumphant yet, but he may be on the wheel. He might be on the wheel. Justin Thomas is here. As he's finally kind of got back to Justin Thomas golf at Sawgrass after he posted back-to-back 79s at the Arnold Palmer in what was his season debut, by the way. So he's
tough
just
place
getting
to
back
start.
to this one.
Tough place to start, dude. He ain't played golf for 9 months. It's tough.
It is. He finished T8 at Sawgrass, though, so he's got a little bit of his confidence back, and hopefully we're looking for good things from Justin Thomas. Jordan Spieth and Viktor Hovland, both winners at the Copperhead Course. They are in the field, and both of them are searching for answers to their games. Hovland has struggled with the driver. Spieth has struggled to keep big numbers off of his scorecard. And if either one of those guys can find solutions to those questions they have in their game, they both could be in contention on Sunday. It's possible.
Yeah,
I still think Jordan Spieth's career is over. He'll probably never win another tournament.
That's a very that's a fact. That's not actually a fact. You're making up shit again. So go ahead.
Just saying, you never know.
Talk about trash. That statement was trash.
We had a withdrawal already today, Johnny, as API winner Akshay Bhatia was supposed to be teeing it up, and he was a big part of my coverage today. And the spineless Akshay Bhatia decided to withdraw and isn't even playing. And he was on my wheel. I already had him on my wheel before I saw the withdrawal. So
put somebody else on there. Those little baby bones he's got, man, say they can't handle like 4 weeks in a row. You know, he didn't drink enough milk when he was a kid, man. He's got them little baby bones.
He did. He needs to go get some milk, whole milk. None of that milk that's water pretending to be milk. That's skim milk and stuff.
I'm gonna get some of that milk.
Genesis Invitational winner Jacob Bridgman is here, who, by the way, may have replaced Akshay Bhatia on my wheel.
Yeah,
I thought that was
out on a limb. Way to go out on a limb.
Well, his odds aren't great. I'm not picking favorites like you did.
What? Like I did what?
Yeah, we'll cover your card and your favorites. Just might as well list all the favorites.
There ain't no favorites on the card.
Way to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
Patrick Cantlay, Johnny's favorite golfer, Patrick Cantlay, is here. Ben Griffin, Brooks Koepka, J.J. Spawn, the greatest Canadian golfer of all time, Corey Connors. And, of course, Sahith Theegala all round out the action. And what is sure to be an exciting conclusion to the Florida Swing. Are you going to be sad when the Florida Swing's over, Johnny?
Yeah, well, I am sad, but it's oddly and weird that they kind of start the first part of the Texas Swing. Wouldn't it be great if like May was the Texas Swing? So you had San Antonio, Houston, Byron Nelson, Colonial. That would be so great. That was like, and then you give a bonus to the winners of the swings, right? I just fixed the PGA Tour in 30 seconds. That's how you make it. You make it great. You make it great. You have the PGA Championship at the end of, or the first week of May, end of April. You move Houston and San Antonio to May. And that's just how you fix that. So you got the West Coast Swing, you got the Florida Swing, and you got the Texas Swing. I think that's pretty damn cool. And I think it's a great marketing opportunity for the PGA Tour that I don't know why they're doing it. I'm not saying that the schedule is going to change. I'm just telling you the schedule will change. And that would be something that would be great, as opposed to these AON top 5 or
the
top
AON
10.
10. Yeah.
Make it to who wins the swings, who the points. Do you want to talk about getting some participation in some of these events that potentially don't get it? This is how you do it.
I like that idea a lot. I think Johnny should be the new tour leader. We've got our first comment of the day, and at 46 Bob Smith is just laughing. So I guess we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're causing laughter. That's really what we aim for here, Bob Smith. That's why we are called From the Rough and not From the Fairway or On the Green, because that's what we offer
all
here
over the joint.
We're kind of all over the place here. Yeah, sometimes we talk love life. Sometimes we go off on vacations and places people shouldn't go, out of the country for once. And that's just what the show is. But we always break down the golf at some point for you, and you always get instant and top-notch analysis from Johnny while I'm here for comic relief. And then, Johnny, if you're a betting man, Bob Smith, you'll get Johnny's winning picks here later for the Valspar Championship. Johnny, I have one complaint only about this course.
It's par 71.
It's a par 71.
I understand.
Everything about this course is great. I love Larry Packard. I love the length, 73.52. Purse is $9.1 million. Can we just not just change one of those par 4s into a par 5? I'm pretty sure we could do that. To make it a 72.
Get it. I don't know what to say. I get it. You've been firmly posted on that stance of your par 71s for years now. So I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not going to talk about it. This is just your stance, and we'll just leave it at that. Yeah,
I hate it so much. It's
a trash stance, but that's fine.
No, it's a trash discussion that we have to have par 71s. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's retool Major League Baseball, though. At some parks, we're going to play 10 innings. Some parks we're only going to play 8 innings, and then still at other parks we're going to play 9 innings.
No, don't look at it like that. I'm going. No, it's not. I'm going to beg to differ with you. Some parks, the left field line and the right field line's longer and shorter than others. Sometimes the center field's longer than shorter than other parks. That's the same.
That's entirely different.
No, it's not. How?
It's ridiculous. Because your par is that's what sets the tone of the freaking tournament. That is how you score, is based on par, not on how far away.
Sometimes when you score, you score. That's all you do. So when you score, you score. And
sometimes when there's only one pickle in the pickle jar, you just got to eat that pickle.
That's very correct. And these guys don't think these guys don't care, give a shit what par is. They don't think that way. They don't. They try to get the ball in the hole as fast as they can. They don't care. They just shoot a score.
Like my love life.
Yeah, which is trash. It's trash.
It is right now.
Yeah, it is
That's
trash.
For damn sure. Can't even leave the house. It sucks.
I know. Well, I know I think you're making up this shit leaving the house because I think you got people chasing you around that neighborhood that you can't go out to these bars. You've already burned so many bridges. The Revels you can't go to anymore. We know that.
I'll go to Revel I used to until I got hurt.
Yeah, exactly. You used to.
It's the first place I'm going back to as soon as I can drive again.
Yeah, they're closed.
And as soon as I have money to go to Revel, because good God,
they're closed.
$750 for a single Tito's is not.
That's cheap.
In my budget. This is not cheap.
I went to Bravo.
Tito's should be $450 max.
I went to Bravo yesterday for lunch down in this place called Zona Rosa by the golf facility where I'm my teaching school. It was cold and I had a break and blah blah blah. And I was kind of checking out the little new area by the golf facility. Bravo. It's like a Brio Bravo, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what Brio Bravo is.
Never
so I got a nice little salad. Yeah. Oh, it's like, yes, you have. There's some in Dallas. There's you've seen them. You know what they are. It's whatever. I had a nice little salad, $12 lunch salad. I got a Tito's, and my Tito's was more expensive than my salad.
It's terrible.
12 with tax, over $12 for a Tito's.
It's trash. Why do you go there?
Well, I didn't know. It was the first time I went there.
Oh.
I just got done saying the first time I went there, and you didn't listen to me.
I thought you meant that day.
No, it's first
you get to a lot of places up there.
Well, I do. I'm a man around town. I'm a man around town.
With that.
No.
So Johnny, tell us your thoughts here on the course. We talked to JP a little bit about how the course is set up. The rough this week is supposed to be just brutal. Not US Open Oakmont brutal, but brutal for what we expect from anywhere on the Florida Swing, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be similar to what they played in the Players Championship. I think the fairways are going to be a little bit tighter. That just golf course, it's an older school golf course. They overseeded it from bing to bong, so it's all overseeded. But you get that 4-inch rough, can get sticky. It's been cold there, so some of that Bermuda's probably burned out a little bit more than normally it does. So just because of the cooler weather, when it gets cooler, the Bermuda gets a bit dormant. That's why you saw the Players Championship, some of those greens browner than the fairways and the rough and things like that, because they didn't overseed the greens. They overseeded the tees, the fairways, and the rough at TPC Sawgrass. Looks like here they overseeded everything. So they'll get the greens slick. They'll cut them down. But I think it's the fairways are going to be tighter. The rough is going to be similar, not probably nearly as penal, because it's very difficult. I think the hardest part around this place when you get rough like that is around the greens and chipping around the greens. These guys will change wedges all the time to see the bounce patterns, and you'll see they use different wedges in Florida, different golf courses, sand-based, firmer, and then they go north in California. So they'll play around with some wedges this week. But, this place always has had the reputation of being very, very tight. I played the Florida Open there about 15 years ago and over par one. And it's not a tour event, but it was really good professional players. And it's just hard. It really is. And that's why you'll see a winning score between probably 9 to 12 under par. That's usually what it is every year. And you like that part. I know you like that part.
I do.
So balance it out. And, they're just eliminating one par 5 to make it a par 71. It's probably what they should do. So, yeah, I mean, listen, it's a tough test. These guys like to play it. The unfortunate part, it's just a shitty place in the schedule, unfortunately, because the city of Tampa, that whole community supports it. I don't know what their contract is. JP probably has a little bit more information, being friends with Rondé more so than I do and Tracy West, but I just hope it doesn't leave the schedule, and they can move it around so it's more advantageous for some of these guys to play the event. I know Houston next week, these guys like San Antonio. It's just whatever, just because it's the week before the Masters, and, they pick their schedule a little differently pertaining to the Masters, whether they're in or not. So, yeah, I love the test. I mean, I love the golf course a lot. It's my type of place. I think when you play a golf course that you start from the tee and you go from there as opposed to just a bomber's paradise, I think it just lends for better golf and better visuals. So I know I love the place, and, with the support that, like I said, Tampa gets, I just hope it's just not lost in the woodwork as they make these changes.
So we had Rondé Barber on the JP Peterson show last week, and I asked him about the future, his thoughts on the future of the Valspar, not being a signature event, and with the possible contraction of some tournaments, changing the number of tournaments, doubling the number of signature tournaments. In the press conference that Brian Rolab had a couple of weeks ago, what his thoughts were on what their future status is, and he was pretty positive about it. He said, look, long term, we have no idea. He didn't mention anything about what their contract with the PGA is. I don't know that really matters with these changes they're making. Those aren't supposed to come into play until 2028 anyway, if it happens at all. But he did mention about the support they get from the community. They've got a tremendous amount of sponsor support, which is big on the PGA Tour right now, because a lot of
huge. You
don't want to say the smaller tournaments, but the other tournaments that are out there that don't get as much attention from the players, I guess I'll put it that way. They're losing sponsors, and those are the ones that could go away. You and I talked about Iowa. The John Deere up there. That's probably one that might suffer from
3M.
this.
John
and
Deere,
Detroit,
3M.
Detroit.
Rocket Mortgage, yeah.
So he seemed pretty confident about their status and their ability to survive through that. We'll just see how it goes. It's unfortunate, but is it for the better? And I don't want to get into what he talked about. We talked about that last week. But is it better for the betterment of the game? Potentially. I still need to see a lot of these things come to fruition to really understand what they are and how they benefit everybody. But it is what it is. Coming into Innisbrook, though, go ahead.
Yeah, the sponsors hold the cards, right? I mean, I don't know the contract. It's not definitively the contract with the PGA Tour. It's the contract that they have with the sponsors. How long is the contract with Valspar, the title sponsor of the event? I mean, you can only do so much with local sponsorship. It's not how it goes. You can't, have little sponsors and support the overall purse. You can have a title sponsor and then get the other sponsors to kind of carry some other things. But the title sponsor, how long will Valspar continue to sponsor? And I don't know. That's a question I don't know, and how long their contract is. So, I do know this. I know is the economic growth of Tampa continues to go. It's probably the most it's the most attractive city now in the state of Florida. You're getting more of these business opportunities driving there, going there, moving there. So it could potentially open up some other sponsorships that aren't maybe there yet, but maybe in the next few years. as Tampa continues to grow, that will maybe lend to some of this, a new sponsorship, or if Valspar pulls out or something else, a title sponsor. I don't know. These are speculations, but I do know in a city like Tampa, like I said, as it grows, there's probably some other title sponsor opportunities down the road if Valspar potentially, decides not to continue their sponsorship.
Right. We're gonna take our first break of the show, Johnny. When we come back, we're gonna get into the odds and some of the players here and how they're playing, how they're coming into the tournament with their games. But I'm also gonna ask you kind of what type of player this course, the way it's set up now, will cater to. We'll get into that on the other side. If you guys, by the way, we are From the Rough, sponsored by OrionGolf.com. Speaking of sponsors, if you're looking for a smart professional golf management solution to take your course to the next level, head over to OrionGolf.com, your partner in streamlined operations, improved player experiences, and next generation golf course management. From scheduling and membership services to event coordination and strategic business solutions, Orion Golf helps facilities run smoother and more profitable every day. Orion Golf's team understands what it takes to grow rounds, build loyalty, and elevate your brand. Whether you're a course owner, director of golf, or part of a club leadership team, their customized management tools and expert support are built for your success. It's OrionGolf.com, where smart golf management meets real results, Johnny. Visit OrionGolf.com today and discover why better golf starts with better management. I'm Tim, that's Johnny. We're back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, We make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now.
Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough, presented by OrionGolf.com, right here on FanStream Sports. Welcome into the show. Welcome into the network. Make sure, by the way, welcome to everybody watching live. We got a big live number here for us today, and you are welcome to comment in the YouTube chat if you're watching one of the YouTube channels. One of our many YouTube FanStream Sports family of YouTube channels. You can comment there. We will see it. Or if you're listening to the recorded podcast, you are welcome to take advantage of our FanStream Sports Studio text line, 214-937-0569, and comment on whatever program it is that you are listening to or watching, whatever your comment is. Make sure you leave your name. Make sure you tell us where you're texting from and whatever your comment or question or, even if you're, insulting us, whatever. We'll listen to all of it, and we'll probably share most of it as well.
We got big shoulders.
Yeah. Like, I've been in the public eye for a long time. I'm used to being made fun of. I can handle it. Johnny Innisbrook, Copperhead Course. We talked about it a little bit. Par 71, 7,352 yards. We talked about the rough that they'll be experiencing this week. What kind of golfer, and maybe name some of the players here that may benefit from this type of setup?
Yeah, it's real similar like last week. I mean, initially when you handicap, I don't want to get too much in the Players Championship, but it does kind of transfer over to a place like this. Initially on the PGA or on the Players Championship, when there was not a lot of rough, they let, you could spray the ball a little bit off the tee, and the iron players had a big advantage if you're a great iron player. But this year, with the rough high, you had to drive the ball extremely well. Cam Young, one of the best drivers on the PGA Tour, showed you that. You had to drive it well. The rough was brutal. Same here. The same formula of driving the ball well with the rough being up the way it is going to be a premium this week. Now, combine that with great iron play, it's a ball striker's place. It's just what it is. And I like this when it comes to the PGA Tour. You have a handful of these places, not just a bomber's paradise. It doesn't have the prodigious length that's a lot of these other places do. It's still long. It still has plenty of length at 7,300 yards, par 71. They won't play it that long. That's just a kind of fool's gold a little bit on the scorecard. They never tip it out. That's your tip length. That's the farthest they'll play it. They never play it that way. So that being said, I look to see the guys who played well last week that did play in the field that did have good stats, good driving stats, and iron stats to continue to play well. So we'll see on our card as we continue to go towards the end of the show in the last segment that you'll see a lot of these guys that we had on our card last week will certainly be on our card this week that did play well and did have the good driving stats. So yes, it does kind of transfer over from last week a little bit for some of these guys. And on the other side, I mean, if they played like dog shit last week, probably going to play bad this week. Probably just going to do. There's room for big numbers. There's a lot of water. They call it the snake pit for a reason. It's very, very difficult to get through some of these holes. A lot of water on the golf course. So yeah, look for the trend to be same guys who kind of same pattern as last week to have the same success or lack thereof this week.
Compare this to TPC Sawgrass a little bit. As far as, I know the conditions are going to be the same, and you're looking at the same guys that did well last week to do well here this week. What I guess what I'm asking is how similar are these two courses other than just the setup?
They're not. I mean, you got an old school golf, more of an old school golf course at Innisbrook. It's probably 80 years old. I don't really know when it was designed, but it's way more out in front of you than TPC Sawgrass. Pete Dye likes to trick you around some holes and makes you aim at some spots and do some covers and hit some angles that you won't see here. It's way more in front of you here. Not nearly as many dog legs or angles that these guys like to play. So when it comes to that, as opposed to the only similarities really is the course conditions. that you're really going to have. But the layout itself, there's no similarities that you're going to see, with the exception of the course conditions.
Let's get into the players that are going to be here a little bit and their odds. The odds that we are presenting to you, not on Johnny's card, but for discussion purposes, from FanDuel Sportsbook. And your favorite this week, Johnny, a little surprising, Xander Schauffele at 11-1 is our favorite this week? Or is that just because of the guys that aren't here?
No, I mean, you look how he played last week. I think he's getting into some pretty good form. It's a golf course that, these guys like to work the ball both ways, and it's really good when a player can do that around Innisbrook. So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, he's very creative. You could see last week, Xander Schauffele is probably the Players' Championship winner if he doesn't shoot 74 on Saturday. I know that's easy, but that golf course fits him extremely well. A little bit like this, he's very creative, so he can move the ball in both directions. So that's no surprise to me.
I mean, it's by far his best week of the season last year. He finished solo third. Before that, he had a T7 at the Genesis, I guess a T24. He had a top 25 finish at the Arnold Palmer. But to me, he's better than that. Like you said, that 74 on Saturday last week kind of screwed up his weekend. But I mean, he missed the cut, first tournament of the year at the Farmers. He just, to me, he hasn't had the greatest season. And I guess if you're going to get hot, now's the time to get hot. So I guess an 11-1 for him here, probably not that much of a stretch. Matty Fitzpatrick at 13-1 is our second on the odds here. I don't really know what to think of his game. I know he's played well and he's played not so well at times. What about Matty?
I don't know. I don't talk about trash cans.
You hate Matthew Fitzpatrick all of a sudden, don't you?
No, not all of a sudden. Been a year.
He wasn't on your list before. He's not on your perpetual list.
It's been a year. It takes a year. It's been a year almost.
Victor Hovland at 17-1. He came into this tournament last year with just a ton of questions about his game, a ton of questions about his swing specifically, and he walked out of there with a trophy. This year, still has questions about his game, still has questions about his swing. But his performance this year, it kind of looks to me like he's maybe just one or two swings away from winning again. He's got 4 top 15 finishes with 2 straight at Bay Hill and Sawgrass. His short game was bonkers last week at the Players. And it kind of made up for what, to me, has been a really disappointing season with the driver for him this year.
Yeah, you say that. He's 1 or 2 swings from winning, and he's also 1 or 2 swings from shooting 80.
Yeah.
Right. So he's a super wild card, man, when it comes to that. So he had a couple fortunate breaks last week. When he did say he's a guy you can't quite figure out, right? He's got all the talent in the world. He's a really good iron player. If you look at his golf swing, he's the guy that has to play a lot of golf and get in a rhythm with his golf swing. Not to get in the technical side. He takes a little bit inside. He gets on top of it and holds. So he's been playing around with it. He gets in his mind a little bit. So when it's on, it's on because the ball doesn't curve a lot because the way the face is at impact is very square, right? So he holds off the angle a lot and doesn't have a lot of face rotation. But he has to play a lot of golf to get to that rhythm to where he feels like he's good. And I don't like him this week at all. I just don't like him. I mean, the driver woes, him trying out a new driver. I just don't like the signs, right?
John Hill chimes in, Johnny, our buddy John Hill. Does the tree line fairways of Valspar assist the golfers in preparation to Augusta National visually off the tee? That's a good question, John.
Yeah, it's a good question, but no reason being is it's such a bigger ballpark at Augusta. When these guys are playing Augusta, they're not working stuff off tree lines. Augusta's more definitive on the golf course by bunkering as opposed to tree line, right? So and you're looking at fairways probably at Augusta that's two times as big minimum than they are at Innisbrook. So the golf course at Augusta is more defined by bunkering and working things off the bunkering as opposed to working things off the way the hole is defined through the trees. But a great question. Great question.
Back to the odds. We had Akshay Bhatia at 22-1 before he withdrew earlier today. I guess it was right around lunchtime or so is when I got the notification that he was out. I replaced him on my wheel with a guy also 22-1 in Jacob Bridgman. And look, 22-1, I'm not saying Bridgman should be the favorite, but doesn't this price seem a bit long for a guy who finished on the podium here last year? He won at Riviera. He hasn't finished outside the top 20 all season. And he just finished inside the top 5 at the Players. He's driving the ball great. It just seems like pretty long odds for him for me.
I mean, if he's in the top 5s at odds, I mean, a year ago this time last year, you never heard of the guy, right? So for him to make a leap like that, being in the top 5 with odds, yeah, a guy like that who's stat-wise, he's the number 1 putter on the PGA Tour. I still will take Denny McCarthy all day long. If you just look at those stats are a little skewed sometimes in terms of your ball striking. I mean, Denny McCarthy just can't hit it out of a wet paper bag right now, and he's just straight trash. So, they're a little bit skewed when it comes to that. But, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, 22-1. I mean, there's just not a lot of value. Small greens like this, the guy who puts it so well, played well last year. That looks probably about right to me. I don't like him. I just think fatigue could be potentially a factor. This week he's had a long stretch of, I think this is probably 4th tournament in a row. So, I just think that fatigue potentially could be a factor there.
We've also got Patrick Cantlay, Johnny's favorite golfer of all time, at 22-1.
Pass.
And then a couple of guys here at 25-1 that are notables. First on our list. John's coming back in. Let's go back to John here. How many holes do you play with a golf ball before you change them around, if at all?
Me personally, or in general?
To you as a pro, as a pro.
9 holes. I play a golf ball 9 holes, and I'll put it in the shag bag. It's just, for me, it's just compression, right? I mean, if you're able to compress it so many times, obviously the ball gets softer, and it also depends on the time of year. So, if you're playing in cooler temperatures, warmer conditions. But for me, I like to switch golf balls every 9 holes, and hopefully that's the only time I have to switch it. If I don't, play like Tim or hit it in the woods and hit it in the water, I do it there. But yeah, it's usually 9 holes for me. John, I'm very blessed to through TaylorMade and our long-term sponsorship of myself from TaylorMade. Those golf balls don't cost me very much, bud. So it's 9 holes for me.
If you're asking me, which I'm sure you were, I changed just about every hole, and it's mainly out of necessity, because of lost balls or water or trees. I don't like to go in the woods and look for balls. I just declare a lost ball, and then I take a stroke off of my game rather than adding a stroke plus the drop. So my rules for me are a little bit different. I actually come out ahead when I lose balls. So that's how I
always give them to you for free.
Well, I get the benefit of Johnny's
and then you sell them
with TaylorMade a little bit sometimes, even though I prefer the Srixons. Srixons and Dunlaps are my favorite balls.
They don't make Dunlaps anymore. What are you talking about? That just goes to show how trash you are. That's trash.
They used to be. I loved me some Dunlops. I had some Dunlop clubs back in the day too.
You were just getting ready to say you had a pair of clubs. If you say you have a damn pair of clubs, I'm the show's done.
I said I had a set of Dunlop clubs.
No, you about to say you had a pair of clubs.
That I bought at Sam's Club. It was great, man. Yeah. Also at 25-1, Jordan Spieth. His game may never win again, Johnny. He's got too many Michaels. He's got too many family things going on. He shouldn't have got married. He shouldn't have had a stupid kid. Everybody knows that ruins your golf game.
He just too many Michaels on the card. Too many Michaels last week. I liked him a lot. I told you I was my best bet on the card. But he made 3 double bogeys and a triple bogey, and you just can't get around that spot. Played great on Friday, and then double bogey made 2 double bogeys, and still snuck inside that top 12, and then just the wagon wheels fell off and just couldn't get it. But I love the way he's swinging. He's going to win this year. I'm just telling you. I mean, in all seriousness aside, Jordan Spieth's going to win a golf tournament this year. It might be a Korn Ferry event, but a
DP World Tour event, maybe.
Yeah.
Is he going to move to Live Golf? And maybe anybody can win over there. Hell, I could probably.
He might win a North Texas Section PGA PGA event or something. I don't know.
I think he's
But
still in that. He's still in the section up here. Well, look, over the last 3 months, he's 7th in total strokes gained in this field. But he hasn't finished inside the top 10 in a tournament yet this year. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Jordan's game ever coming back. Ben Griffin also at 25-1. And then look out, Johnny, also at 25-1. Here he comes. The 5-time major champion to finish T13 at the Players Championship. Brooks Koepka.
He's not going to be with Srixon much longer, but
no, he's not.
No,
I might have to abandon them too.
Yeah, no, he's not. But hey, how about this field with Koepka in it? Man, I just think it's awesome. And
big opportunity.
And I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. He moves the needle.
Yes.
He moves the needle.
Anybody that says he doesn't watch golf.
I don't care what the stats say. I don't care what the numbers say. He moves the needle, whether it's talking points.
Yes.
The reason why he moves the needle, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to make this real simple.
Okay.
If he did not move the needle, he would not be in the press center every tournament.
Oh.
Period. That's all I have to say.
And he wouldn't have sponsors throwing exemptions at him to come play on the tour every week.
Yep.
That's just how it is. And I guarantee you a lot of that $3 million fine that he had to pay, he didn't pay any of that.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't pay any of that.
Well, $10 million, but you don't know where it goes. He paid none of that.
No.
Out of pocket.
And also at 25-1, we talked about him a little bit at the beginning of the show because I feel like this golf course probably owes him one at some point, and it's JT. He got passed by Hovland right at the finish last year, ended up finishing T3 in 2022 after leading for most of the tournament. In total, he has 6 top 20 finishes and 8 trips. And he's played well here. He just hasn't been able to finish. He had a really good week last week after what we talked about. He shot, a pair of 79s at the Arnold Palmer.
But what a follow-up, though, last week.
Yeah.
I mean, that was great.
The consummate professional. So 25-1, Justin Thomas. You might see him on my wheel of misfortune. All right, boys and girls, we are going to take our last break. And then on the other side, it's time for the wheel to come back. And Johnny, I have a new reinvigorated digital wheel for us.
All right.
Before I get back into the studio hopefully next week, to get to the real one. That's always more fun. But I think you'll like what we have here. By the way, John Hill, you are absolutely correct. Brooks' wife does move my needle. There's no question there. We are from the rough. I'm IndyCar Tim. That is John, PGA of America member Johnny Gerber. Sorry, I'm contractually obligated to say that before his name. PGA of America member John Gerber. Back with Johnny's winning picks. After this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough, presented by OrionGolf.com. Johnny's got his refill. Got my refill.
You got that little retreat glass. What do you think about that little retreat glass? That's the last time you played golf, isn't it?
I mean, it's not as cool as my FanStream Sports. What do you call these tumblers? I don't know what you call these things that you can get, by the way, at FanStreamSports.com on the merch store.
That's right.
They make great gifts. They keep hot stuff. I drink coffee out of this. It's hot. It keeps hot stuff hot, and I drink cold stuff out of it. My ice will stay in here like overnight. I wake up in the morning and there's still ice in it. So
do a little bundle. You buy a hat and a tumbler. We'll throw in a FanStream Sport T-shirt.
Okay, you can't just arbitrarily start throwing stuff out there, because that means that I have to go to the website and then I have to go put that on the website. That's about 6 hours worth of work you just cost me right there, telling people to go do that.
Hey, let me tell you something real quick. I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
Not how things. Okay, well, then you can go into WordPress and go to the store and figure out how to do that, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay, all you have to do is email us and tell us what you want, and not go to the store, and we'll do that. How about that? So
John will make it happen.
Beard Dixon over there, he doesn't have to think he has to do extra work.
Everything's extra work for me. Everything's extra because I'm extra.
So yes, we can do that. We will do that.
No,
you email me. You can Venmo me. You can email me, and I'll send it from our FanStream Sports.
Got to go through the store for bookkeeping purposes, Johnny. It's what our accountant told me.
Yeah, well, you know who the accountant is me, so I'm gonna do whatever I want to do.
That's what you told me.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do, because you'll just do what you normally do. Take 50 T-shirts to Rebel and just start throwing them around like when you're watching like Rat or something, or of those
only
Mini
Kiss
Kiss or
was
something.
there. No,
Throwing
if there's
shit
Mini
around.
Kiss there, you'd be there. If Mini Kiss was there,
Throwing stuff around like an NBA game. They shoot them out of those guns and shit.
Only if she's cute. The only time I give stuff away is if she's cute.
You think every girl's cute? Anybody that
that
looks
is not
at you,
true.
No.
There's a difference between me going home with a girl and me thinking she's cute. Those are not related.
What is the difference? Because I haven't.
Those are not related.
Okay.
I think girls are cute. I don't think every girl I've gone home with is cute. I know they're not, but I have to set my standards low.
I don't think any of them.
You haven't seen every man. You are insulting a lot of girls that watch the show and that you know. I'm just telling you, they're going to come after you. Some of these girls.
Okay, the girls that I do know. Okay, you are cute. How about that? The other girls, and apparently Tim doesn't think you're cute because he won't bring you around us. So that's on you. I threw it back on you. See how I did that?
I don't take them out in public at all.
Where were you last night, honey?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Some of the girls you hang out with, I hung out with before. Yeah, very attractive. I'll give you that.
I was going to say.
I'll give you that.
A couple specifically I can think of that you thought were very cute.
No, that was not a
bash on them.
No, if you
good thing I don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah, I see. Well, there you go. I'm pretty sure they're not watching the show.
Fucking problem.
All right, Johnny. Well, let's get into our picks. Your winning picks, my Wheel of Misfortune picks, and I have a new wheel for us this week, Johnny. For those that don't know, my Wheel of Misfortune picks are I picked 7 names of guys that I think could be involved at the end. All right. Doesn't matter winner, top 10, top 20. I just think that they're going to be involved somewhere. I put them on a wheel, and normally when I'm in studio, I put them on a physical wheel. All right. Not being in the studio because I have a knee injury, can't drive right now. I had to do this digitally. So I have a digital wheel here that I will spin. Before I spin it, John, let me see how I can get this the best way on the screen here. I don't know if we can see those or not. Is that too small?
A little bit.
I'm having computer issues today for some reason too. Let's see if this makes it bigger.
You're okay. You're freezing up a little bit on my end, but that's
no, I know. I don't know I wasn't having it all day today. I don't know what's happening. I got something open. I don't know what it is. Probably help if I close some of these applications here.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, here are my names on the wheel, Johnny, that you will be partaking of. Let's get our music going here. Let's start with Justin Thomas, because we have Justin Thomas on the wheel, Jacob Bridgman, Matt McCarty, and I'm sorry, but Bud Cauley, Max Homa, Brooks Koepka, and Ben Griffin. Initial thoughts on the names on the wheel.
Plus, we have all favorites, basically.
No, they're not favorites. Not according to the odds.
So Koepka's a favorite, JT, Brigman, Ben Griffin. They're all, yeah. So you have half your wheel as favorites, or four of the 7. Okay.
Well, when you say favorites, Jacob Bridgman, we talked about him.
Top 10 favorites.
22-1. Yes, he was one of the favorites. Brooks is 26-1. Ben Griffin's 29-1. I don't call those favorites. I call Bridgman a favorite.
The favorites are all these guys are in the top 8.
I also have McCarty, who's 55-1. Bud Cauley is 70-1. Max Homa is 68-1. So I'm all over the place here. I don't just pick favorites, sir, like you do on your card. We'll go over that on your card.
Never.
But all right, here we go, Johnny.
I'm surprised you don't have Scotty Scheffler on every one of those things. How about that?
Why would I ever pick Scotty Scheffler to win anything? He's never going to win another tournament.
Because you like to just be tapped on the back because you think you picked a winner.
No, that's those guys at the office cooler, the water cooler in the office that brag about winning. All right, Johnny. So the way this goes is Johnny declares that my next spin will either be a winner, a top 10, or a top 20. Johnny, what's it going to be?
Top 10.
All right, for my top 10, as the wheel spins, Matt McCarty, Johnny.
Great value.
Matt McCarty top 10 is plus 700.
I love that.
I love that. And look, this new wheel, I can actually remove him, so he's not even on the wheel anymore.
No, okay, all right.
All right, second spin, what's it going to be?
Outright winner.
Outright winner. I have sound effects with this, but they're not playing. Oh, look at that. Jacob Bridgman is my outright winner.
I didn't see that. It's okay. It stopped. It froze up on me. All right.
22-1. Jacob Bridgman, my outright winner, which leaves the last spin for my top 20. Here we go. Top 20 here on my wheel of misfortune. Uh-oh, look at that, Max Homa! Woo! Maxie at plus can't read my own writing. 250. Plus 250, Max in the top 20.
Love it.
How you like that?
No, I like all those.
Just because you think they're all think they're all trash. Until Maxie said that.
Actually, that's actually pretty good. I actually like those picks.
You're just saying
it's better than what you would do on your own. I promise you that.
You think?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. I believe you.
Yeah,
You're probably right.
Definitely.
Definitely
better.
All right, Johnny, let's transition now to Johnny's winning picks for everybody. How about that?
All right. We got it finally. As you stutter through this,
I was.
Listen. 9 weeks in, we were profitable 6 weeks, didn't cash a ticket, non-profitable 3 weeks, big hit last week. We are plus $2,260 for the year. If you follow all the bets, 7, 6, and 2 on our matchups. Listen, this is why it's important after last week. We could go through stretches that we might not cash a ticket, and then we cash a winner last week. We almost cashed with multiple winners to get us over that $3,000 mark. So we are profitable at this year, 22 and 2260 profit for the year. Love the card this week. If you look what requires for this golf course, Corey Connor fits it to a T. 33-1. I think it's a little bit of home game for him. There's so many Canadians that live down that Tampa.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, there it is. And with the ryegrass, the big time overseas that they have, he's used to be from playing up north. Love Corey Connors in this spot after his performance last week. Played solid the first few days at the Players Championship. Sahith Theegala, 36-1. There's a little bit of question mark with Sahith Theegala. Is he healthy? But I like the way he's been trending. If you can get him at value, we talk value all the time, 36-1, as well as he drives a golf ball at times and an iron striker at times. His bugaboo is the putter, but he certainly makes up for it in his ball striking, and this is what this is going to require here at Innisbrook, 36-1. I love him. Coming off to some really good weeks, Austin Smotherman, 50-1. Again, great value there. Played well the first few days, obviously first 3 days at the Players Championship. May have been a little bit too big of a ask for Austin Smotherman at 50-1 to win that golf tournament, but this one isn't. You look at a guy like him, man. He's one of the straightest drivers on the PGA Tour. Has plenty of length to compete here, and with his iron play, I certainly think he's going to be in the mix. With getting some confidence from last week, I think it's going to bode well for him. Liking at 50-1. 82-1 is a weird number, but I like Taylor Moore. He's got a weird caddy. He's got a weird number, and he's on a weird court.
This is a weird number.
20 a past champion here. Played well the first few weeks, finished second at Cognizant, so he's coming off with some momentum, even though it was a few weeks ago. The only thing I worry about a little bit with him is fatigue, 4th week in a row, but as a past champion, knows what it takes to play and win this golf tournament, knowing that you don't have to shoot a million under par to win, which makes them happy. Yeah. So 82-1, I really like him. Great value there. 2 top 10s as always. Wyndham Clark at plus 620. Adam Hadwin at plus 970. Wyndham Clark has been trending extremely well. On the technical standpoint, I recorded a lot of Wyndham Clark's golf swings over the last couple weeks. He's swinging just as well as he did when he won the U.S. Open. The only thing with Wyndham Clark is going to kill him is in between his ears. Thought he played solid last week at the Players Championship. If he can get out of his own way, he's swinging at it as well as he's had in the last couple of years. Value at top 10 at plus 620. Past champion Adam Hadwin. I know he lost his card. He's got conditional status on the PGA Tour, but he is a past winner here. Again, he's got some demons. I think him getting relegated down to Korn Ferry Tour, not having full status, maybe a kick in the butt for Adam Hadwin. He's plenty a good player to continue out there. Another Canadian guy. I don't know the status of his caddy, Joey Cruz. He's from the Tampa area and knows the golf course. I know they split after Adam lost his cards. Sometimes that happens. Just to get a fresh voice or a fresh somebody around there, it happens. I don't think it's personal, but maybe Joey's back on the bag this week and having some good, vibes when he won there with Joey caddy for him. So plus 970, massive number for Adam Hadwin to jumpstart at plus 10. Top 10, 2 top 20s. I'm taking 2 Alabama boys. Bud Colley at plus 240 and Lee Hodges at plus 370. These guys are trending well. Bud Colley, I got a lot of expectations for. I think he's fully healthy. He has been over the last few years. Kept his card last year, played in the Tour Championship. So I like Bud on this place. He's a Florida guy, knows this place extremely well. Same with Lee Hodges. Lee Hodges has been playing well. I think his win at the 3M a couple years ago or last year is going to help him. in a shorter field, not the big star-studded field that you normally have. Like you had last week on the PGA Tour. So I like these guys in these spots. And when I look at the numbers, plus 240 and plus 370, I think there's good value right there for those two guys to finish in the top 20.
Wow, that's a lot of information to ingest right there from you.
That's what we do. We just
with all of your favorites that you have on the card.
No, there's no favorites. 33-1, I wouldn't consider a favorite, son. I wouldn't consider a favorite.
If my 29-1 is a favorite, then your 33-1 is a favorite.
Anything over 30-1 is not considered a favorite. I know it's the first time you've ever bet in your life, but it's not.
Well, it kind of is. Yeah, I'm not going to dispute that.
I know.
I mean, if you're 82-1's a favorite. Favorite for the the bologna sandwich. I'm gonna start calling it bologna sandwich.
And for everybody who doesn't know, anything over 50-1 is considered a ham sandwich pick, one of our long shots, not our first pick, but we see value there. 82-1 is a weird number, but maybe that's the lucky number.
That's a really weird number. All right, boys and girls, there are Johnny's winning picks. If you need to see them again, rewind the video, or if you're listening to us on the audio podcast, rewind the podcast and you can hear them, or head over to fanstreamsports.com to check out the picks in the Valspar preview under headlines or on any one of the homepages for Dallas, Ohio, Carolinas, or Tampa Bay, or check out our social media. They're all over social media. Tune in potentially Saturday and Sunday for Johnny's matchups. We'll have those for you at the same outlets at fanstreamsports.com or across our social media outlets. We will be back on Monday with a Valspar Championship recap, hopefully applauding Max Homa's big win, or any of the guys on Johnny's card, obviously, are the ones we want to win. We want those guys to win. But we're always pulling. It's a weird look. Max and I have a weird relationship. I pull for him whenever I can.
Yeah, I do too.
But I've actually put bets on Johnny's card this week. I forgot last week. This week, I've already done it. I'm way ahead of the game, so we'll be pulling for everybody on Johnny's card this week. And be back Monday to recap everything for you, including Johnny's picks, what went right, what went wrong. Johnny, you going to be with us on Monday?
I will be with us on Monday. I will.
All right, well, there we go.
I'm Tim. I will be.
I'm Tim. That's Johnny. Special thanks to toms-town.com, Tom's Distilling Company up in KC. And as always, OrionGolf.com for supporting FanStream Sports and From the Rough. Until Monday, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.